Harley Davidson, sometimes I wonder if it's just bad luck or it's just bad management or a little bit of both. Anyways, let's get into it. So I'm bringing up this topic only because, one, I haven't seen anyone talk about it, and I'm not sure why people aren't talking about it. I don't know if maybe they don't understand it or don't want to talk about something. I don't understand it. I mean, I kind of do. But maybe it's because, it's the end of one year, and the next year's coming, and everyone's more focused on Harley Davidson's new bikes coming out. But there was a ruling in a court in the European Union that I think has some big ramifications for Harley Davidson. And yeah, I really don't think it's a good thing. But yeah, let's pull it up. First thing is, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know 100% of what this means, but I thought it was interesting, and I do think it is going to have an effect on Harley Davidson. So I just want to put that out there first. I don't know what I'm talking about, but the thing I found, it was actually in two different spots. And the first one, I was kind of like, oh, it was a couple articles. However, I looked further into it and I found a law office that actually did a write-up about it. And I'll post it down below. They do have like the legalese of it, and then you can actually go to one of their websites and actually read the layman's terms of it. But yeah, let's go through what it actually says. So this actually goes back to, I think it was back when Trump was in office, and he brought in the tariffs, and then the European Union put tariffs on goods coming from the United States, and they were taxing motorcycles, Harley Davidson, 25% tariffs for anything that was imported from the United States. So as we all know, I even did a video on it, Harley Davidson moved production for the European market to Thailand. So what they would do is any bike that was sold in the EU, it was coming from the Thailand plant that's there. And then I think last year they actually did just send the rest of the Revolution Max for, Nightsters, Sportster S, and the Pan America all over to Thailand across the world now. Last year, I think, or this year, they're going to be doing production over there. Anyways, but that's besides the point. However, this ruling, the EU, it's the Court of Justice of the European Union, has just struck down their verdict in the middle of December. And I'm still shocked that no one's actually talked about this. But what they're stating is Harley Davidson hasn't provided enough evidence to show that their move to Thailand wasn't solely based on skirting the tariffs. Harley Davidson, I guess, was supposed to provide evidence that the reason they were doing moving some production over to Thailand was basically to streamline efficiency, I think it's called, to basically make the bikes for cheaper than what they can make in North America. And Harley Davidson didn't provide enough evidence of that, apparently, and it looks to the European Union, or the Court of Justice of the European Union, that Harley Davidson was basically just trying to skirt the tariffs, which I think in a few of their press reports, I think they actually did mention that. So yeah, I think this is a bad decision. Not a bad decision. The courts can make their decision however they want, but I think it's a bad decision for Harley Davidson. So because they view that as them just trying to skirt the tariffs, they're going to view Harley Davidson still as an American company selling in the European Union. So even though that they're being produced in Thailand, it's still an American company selling in the European Union, so they're going to be tariffed at the 25%, which in turn, like, what does Harley Davidson do? Obviously, and maybe people aren't talking about this because Harley Davidson, I'm sure they have a right to appeal this to get more evidence that they weren't just doing this to skirt the tariffs. Again, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but what to me, what this brings up is, what does Harley Davidson do? Do they continue to just use the Thailand because it's cheaper to make the motorcycles there, or they're being tariffed anyway? So shouldn't they bring that production back to the United States? I know that's one of the huge selling features for Harley Davidson is that it's American made. So do they do that? Do they just end up bringing that production back? What about the RevMax stuff? Do they just say, screw it, and bring that back as well? I don't know. I don't know what Harley Davidson's going to do. All I know is we'll probably complain about whatever they end up doing, unless they bring them all back to the United States. I know a lot of people were very upset because with the production of the RevMax going, so those three bikes, the Sportster S, the Nightster, and the Pan America, with them being now built for 2025 and forward, it's supposed to only be for 1 year, but for 2025, they're actually giving dealerships in North America the option not to actually carry those bikes. So I think it is a big thing for the Harley Davidson crowd that their bikes be made in the United States. But what do you guys think? Do you think this is, well, maybe you guys think it's a good thing because that means that production is going to be coming back to North America, to the United States, where the bikes can be made there? Do you think this is another shot at Jochen Zeiss, the CEO that everyone hates? However, I think they moved that there before he was on, but he continues to do it. But regardless, we can put the blame on him. He didn't stop it. He's still doing it. So, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I mean, it sucks for the European Union because, like, if you look at the number of bikes sold in the European Union, it is a lot smaller than what it is in North America. So I don't know, just abandon them maybe. I'm just kidding. I know there's guys out there that do like the American made muscle. But anyways, what do you guys think? Do you think this is good, bad? Do you think Harley's just gonna, appeal it and it's going to get caught up in courts for a long time? Or, with Trump coming back in office, maybe there'll be more tariffs and the tariffs are even going to be higher. I don't know. Anyways, I just want to come on because no one seems to be talking about it. So yeah, anyways, until next time, later.